Well, good week for us. We went 2-0, and we're kind of getting close to the end. But we haven't accomplished anything yet. We've got a big week ahead of us with Baylor and Kansas, and we'll get ourselves ready for Baylor on Wednesday night, and we're looking forward to it.
Coach, you guys dominated Baylor here and have all the time here. How different, though, is a home court advantage in a match like this with two teams like this?
Well, I think it'll be a completely different matchup. I think, maybe some of the emotions got to Baylor in that match. We played extremely well, and they'll feel real comfortable on their home floor, and we'll have to deal with their crowd. I would imagine they're going to pack their place, and it'll be an exciting opportunity for us. I'm really excited to test our kids and to get on the road and play a big match again. So it'll be great for us.
So now you're the hunted. Does that change the approach, the mindset, motivation, anything at all?
We're the hunted. We're always the hunted. Whether you're number 1 or you're number 30, it doesn't really matter. So it's, again, this is a game, and the game is about winning one match at a time. And, we got 16 conference matches, but to me, the weight doesn't change in terms of a win-loss. So the way that we've gone about it, the way that we've been successful in the past is treating it like any other match and getting our team prepared and making sure they're in the right mindset and they're organized and they're in a good feel for what they're doing. And that's what my job is.
Did you treat the first one like any other match?
Yes.
You did.
I treat everything like every other match. We take one match at a time, and I think it's more the media. If coaches try to make matches bigger than they really are, I think that's when you get in trouble. Or that's where you get upset too, right? So there's so many different levels of opponents that you play based on their records. The thing that you're trying to teach young women is the process and what their routines are and what their mindset is and how to be able to have time for themselves to get their minds right, whether it's an emotional stability or whether it's firing themselves up a little bit on their own. The organizational side of that is the big component, and that's the big part of the coaching game.
In their 5 matches since the match in Austin, what have you noticed from Baylor and what you kind of scouted so far?
Yeah, their offense is pretty similar to what they've been doing, but their numbers have skyrocketed here in the last couple of games offensively. So, once you have the genetic makeup of with a team, there's not a whole lot of changes that you can make as a coach. They have limitations. We have limitations. Every team has their strengths and weaknesses, but I think they're playing at a lot more efficient level. I think they're playing better, and it'll be a good matchup.
What did you learn about your girls in the first match against Baylor that maybe you didn't know, and what do you still think you have to learn over these last few weeks?
I was really curious to kind of see how we were emotionally in that first match. We're a really young team, predominantly all freshmen, sophomores with a sprinkle of 2 seniors in there. So it was the first time that we've had a big match in about a month and a half, and I wanted to see kind of how they would handle that pressure and go about it, and I was really impressed. I thought they were really calm. I thought they were confident. I think they played well with each other, and I think they were pretty relentless. So now it's going on the road. I think we've got to be great on the road as well, and so now I get this opportunity to go play this, and how they respect their opponent will be a big part of this. What happened last time is done with, and so we will get Baylor's best shot for sure. They will play a lot better, and we'll have to play very steady and emotionally stable on the road to be able to come out with a W.
Defensively, is it going to be one of those things where Presley's going to get hers and you guys just kind of neutralize everyone else, or are you guys going to be trying to stop her and let everything else happen?
Well, I wish I could stop Pressy, but I think she's going to get hers. I think Stafford will get hers as well, and they've got enough weapons. There's a reason that they've only lost 1 match to us, and they'll be really, really good. I think we'll see what kind of the matchups are. We'll see kind of what we can do from a serving standpoint against their rotations, and what we can do from a systematic approach to it. But it'll be fun to see how that matches out.
Kea's impact is obvious, but could you just talk a little bit about the impact that the other seniors have had on this program that you'll be honoring on Saturday? Not playing as much as seniors typically do, but what kind of impact have they had behind the scene?
There's been a big group of seniors that we had, and Kea and Claire have been the ones that are playing predominantly right now. But this has been a wonderful class. I think they've taken a lot of pride about who they are and how they want to represent the University of Texas and the University of Texas women's volleyball program. They're their ultimate teammates. They truly care for each other. They communicate well. They've been, the silent leaders, because behind the scenes they're doing a lot with our leadership program, and they've really been kind of the rock to the chemistry of this team this year, and it's been pretty special.
You guys will also be honoring Blair this weekend. Obviously, she had to step away from the program. Has she been involved at all this year? And could you talk a little bit about her time at Texas?
Yeah, so Blair will be being honored. She stopped by the office a few times. She's been, working hard in her classroom stuff, but it's a unfortunate situation. I think I've had it with, I can't remember the exact number, but 2 or 3 other athletes that have gone down with medical issues. The biggest thing was her longevity going to be healthy for her, and being able to be a future mother and being able to have, her mobility would have been the first and foremost concern for us, and one of the reasons that we talked about it. But it's been hard for her. She went through a few of them, and so to see her now and she's in a good spot is important. But it's really important that we honor her and that we give her, that time that she's spent here with great amount of joy, and making sure that we honor her in front of our fans, because she has been a part of this program and will always remain a part of this program.
Do you see this as a must-win for Baylor as far as seeding if they want to get one of the top seeds?
I don't know if it's a must-win for Baylor. There's some Big Ten matchups that have been, coming up and that are tight. I know that after the reveal, Wisconsin lost to Ohio State, which was a loss. But if they take another loss, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Stanford. I don't see them losing. And then, what they do with Pittsburgh and some of the other hot teams that are coming in. So in the next 2 weeks, there'll be a lot of big matches. But obviously, they still have a chance to be a top 4 seed, even with a loss. I think if they win, then we both have a chance still to be a top 4 seed.
What were your overall thoughts on your signing class and what you guys were able to do last Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm really excited about our signing class. I think sometimes you get athletes that are really talented but don't have the experience in the game. This class is very talented, but they all can play the game of volleyball, and they'll be all able to compete from day one to come in and make this program better. I think there's a lot of pieces that complement what we have right now with this young team, so I think it can make us stronger. I think I'm really excited to get them in the gym and competing. We're going to need them in the gym because we're pretty thin on numbers, especially in the spring, but I'm excited about them, and they're good quality people, and they're excited to come.
Do you think Madison will be ready?
Yeah, Madison got injured, but from what the doctors tell us, she should be coming back right about that time, so I'm hoping that she'll be healthy. I think she's a really hard worker, and I think she's diligent. I've been on the phone with her, and so she'll be doing all of her work she can. I know that. I trust her in that sense.
Do we need early enrollees in the group?
We have Naomi will be coming in early. She'll be coming in this spring and get acclimated, and it'll be good for her and add to our numbers, which is great. And then, hopefully we'll be closing out the class at a later point in time as well.